You're watching MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 3 of this Best of 3 series between your Medina Valley Panthers and the visiting Alamo Heights Mules. And I say visiting because they flipped after Game 2, and Medina Valley won the toss and is home team and will be on the third base dugout. And, Jeff, I think pretty much the keys to the game have to be pretty much what they've been the last 2 games. You need to play solid defense. You got Lissy inside the circle once again. That Bulldog was out there last night. And, Jeff, I tell you what a performance inside the circle.
Absolutely.
A gem of a game by Lissy Salazar.
Lissy Salazar, and she did the same thing down in Eagle Pass last weekend. She came in, well, she didn't start that game, but she came in and threw 5 scoreless innings and kept the Panthers in it when they were able to come back in the last inning and win. I think, Maury, I think the keys to the game tonight for both teams have changed. The keys to the game tonight, you're in Game 3. Number 1, it's going to be in the circle.
Yes.
Which pitcher is going to have enough juice left in the tank? You know what I mean? So that's going to be one of the keys.
And you talk about pitching, you know that the Panthers have 2 more that they can put in there that are very, very capable of getting the job done. We don't know about Alamo
we don't
Heights.
know what they have left, but, the other key is going to be who can get to them early. And when I was talking to some of the girls last night, that was one of the things that we emphasized was you got to get to her early. Make her throw a lot of pitches early, get to her early, and then we're talking about Embry for Alamo Heights. Get to her early and make things happen early. Those are the keys to the game to me. Now, you go back to what we talked about the first 2 games. Obviously, Medina Valley is going to have to score when they have opportunities, and they're going to have something happen in the circle. The pitcher is going to have to be on, and, they've played pretty, knock on wood, solid defense so far. So that's going to continue, and that's going to continue. You're in the playoffs now. Defense wins championships. So if you want to win the by-district championship, your defense is going to have to outperform their offense.
Well, and the thing we did see, Jeff, is a little bit of jitters by both teams running the bases. Both teams made some mistakes out on the bases. In that first game, Coach Fox sent the girl home from second, tried to send her home in that first inning. Took them out of that inning. They did score 4 runs, but they had a rally going in that inning.
Right.
You made the third out at home plate. Last night, Medina Valley had a double and took a wide turn at second base, the first batter of that inning, and probably cost you a run.
Let me stop you right there because we do have a pregame sponsor.
And we like to talk about the pregame and then thank the sponsor for sponsoring it.
Today's pregame is brought to you by Lone Star Towing. Towing is the name, but let me tell you, they also buy junk, wrecked and abandoned vehicles. Lone Star Towing will be sure to get you set up with any of your towing needs, as well as purchasing those wrecked, junk, and abandoned vehicles. Their owner, Alec, is a MV alumni from the graduating class of 2007. So if you need any help with towing or you have any junk vehicles or anything of the sort, contact Alec over in Natalia at Lone Star Towing. So thank you.
Jeff, I did tease one of the Alamo Heights coaches, the young lady that coaches first base. I told her she jinxed the club last night. It was a perfect day, a hot day, and she chose to wear long pants instead of wearing the blue shorts that she wore the night before. And she said, I caught flack from the whole team, so I had to go back with the show. I mean, I don't know if people are like me, but I believe in karma, and I am superstitious. So when something works, I keep with it until it doesn't. So there you go.
One of the other things we need to go ahead and talk about is that the winner of today's game will go on and face Leander. And we were wrong last night. Leander did not play a doubleheader Thursday. They played Thursday and then they played Friday, and they won both games against San Antonio Vets Memorial 4-1, and I think it was 7-5. So the winner will play Leander in the next round, and I did see Leander coaches here, so they're here scouting.
Did you happen to see if the same pitcher pitched both games for Leander?
Yes, I believe one of the parents.
Or did they switch?
One of the parents looked, and I think that it was the same pitcher.
Same pitcher.
Yeah.
So they kind of got to her a little bit in that second game.
Yeah,
so
and, you know, this is going to be fun today. There was a little angst amongst the coaches and the players last night. You know, it was an exciting game. It was, you know, both teams were into it. Both teams want to advance to the next round. So it's going to be a lot of fun as the pregame meeting is over.
You can't have anything better than a game 3.
Yep.
You know, in both games, Jeff, were competitive. I say the first game with the exception of that first inning where there was a couple of blunders, and we talked to a couple of the officials before the game, and you know what, they're human, and, you know, and if you don't see something, you don't see something. That's just the way it goes.
They were straight up honest and said, we didn't see it, we didn't see this, we didn't see that. We're not going to have a national anthem or anything, it looks like, or announce lineups.
I don't know. Is there anybody in the press box?
We're getting into it.
Well, the scoreboard showed up.
No national anthem or anything, huh? We're just going at it. All right, so we're just going at it, Maury, so let's go ahead and we're going to,
starting lineup for the visiting Alamo Heights Mules. Leading off, Brooke Butler. Batting second, Aubrey Martinez. Third, Clary Embry. Fourth, Ellie Levette. Fifth, Eloise Meadow. Sixth, Elizabeth Dillard. Seventh, Andrea Canizaro. Eighth, Olivia Malitz. And ninth, Maggie Davidson. The only difference in the starting lineup in the hitting is Davidson is listed in the 9th spot as the designated player in right field, and Pearl Kingman is listed as the flex player. So it looks like Davidson may get a chance to bat tonight this afternoon for your Medina Valley Panthers. Lissy Salazar inside the circle, up and behind the plate. Montez at first, Valenzuela at second, Chichester at third, Gonzalez at short. Morgan Castiglione in center field, flanked and left by Mackenzie Viejo, and in right by Aubrey Dominguez. Jeff, we talked about, you know, the keys to the game. If Lissy comes out as fired up as she did yesterday, and you could tell she was really, she's one of those that you know exactly how she feels out there in the circle. She looks focused again this afternoon. Hey, high noon softball.
Let's play.
Game 3.
Let's play ball.
Fiesta weekend, you can't have it any better.
Yeah.
Good crowd here tonight for Medina, this afternoon, Jeff, for Medina Valley.
Yeah, they got the whole back section full.
Absolutely.
Half of the section to our left. Alamo Heights got a nice crowd here as well, so. Game 3.
First pitch from Lissy in tight, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Ball is fouled back into the screen. And if the camera's kind of refocusing back and forth, it's not our fault. The wind's blowing. We have a loose net. So bear with us. We're, you know, doing the best we can.
It's all right. I mean, it's not focusing on anything. But I was going to mention, you know, Lisi did a good job last night of keeping the top of the order kind of off the bases, you know, in front of their, you know, number 3 hitter Embry, who is also their pitcher.
Ball is high, 2 balls and 1 strike.
And we talked about this last night too. You start Lisi today. That's a good
short leash.
Short leash.
2-1 pitch. It's just off the plate, 3-1.
You're going to see a lot in the first inning too of what kind of energy both these pitchers have.
Butler steps out, now steps back in. Awaits the 3-1 pitch. Ball is lifted in shallow right field. Dominguez calls it and makes the play.
Little snow cone there. Need to spit in a glove a little bit.
F9 for out number 1. Second baseman Aubrey Martinez steps to the plate for the Mules.
Panthers had her played pretty good last night. Of course, they bring Mackenzie, the left fielder, up, you know, for her slapping.
She actually robbed her of a base hit.
Their slappers are true traditional slappers.
Chichester feels it, throw across in time. Good job by Ariel, going glove hand for number 2. Gonna bring up Clary Embry.
Sorry for the wind. There is a little bit of a breeze. Little chance of rain this evening or this afternoon.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
There's that changeup right away. Shows her that changeup on the outer half of the plate. Embry has shown so far that she is a pull hitter, so attacking that outside part of the plate with a changeup like that's not a bad idea.
The 0-1 that's lifted high in the infield. Gonzalez camps under it for the out. A good, efficient first inning for Lissy. 3 up, 3 down. We're scoreless heading to the bottom of the first. Panther softball will continue here in just a moment.
Right now, it's Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks, plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash, and $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down, or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Panthers will send it. Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dodson House Moving and Construction Company. Panthers will send to the plate the top 3, Gonzalez, Vallejo, and Upton. Middle 3, Nash, Montez, and Chichester. Bottom 3, Castiglione, Valenzuela, and Dominguez. First pitch from Embry to Gonzalez. Strike called, 0-1.
I couldn't tell on that one. It looked like she did attempt to bunt it and just missed it. Or, I mean, it was a strike.
I think she pulled back, but I think he called the pitch a strike.
Yeah.
The 0-1 outside, 1-1.
Elena has catapulted herself from the 9-hole most of the year to, well, actually early in the year she kind of bounced around in the lineup, but she found a home down there in the 9 spot, but now she is leading the game off.
1-1 pitch, high, 2-1. Canizaro over halfway in at third base.
Boy, this is when you'd really like to be able to pull that bat back and just poke one.
2-1 pitch, bunted foul. Count moves to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Panthers batting in a scoreless bottom of the first. Two pitch. Just off the plate, fills up the count, 3-2.
And this is a quality at bat right now, Maury. You've made her throw 5 pitches. This will be her 6th pitch of the at bat. So, like we said, we want to see what she's got in the tank early. Make her throw a lot of pitches. They're coming back inside, and this is where they've had success.
Ground ball to shortstop. Shortstop long three over. Oh, got her out. Are you kidding me? No, that wasn't even close.
That was not close.
Wow.
That was not close.
She was safe.
Come on.
Big time.
Come on. Oh, we start the game off again with a bad call from – I just don't know why they can –
6-3 for the putout, and I'm not being biased. She was a step past the base.
That's not even close, and that's just bad.
So Mackenzie Viejo steps to the plate. Ball is lifted out of play, foul.
God. I mean, I don't understand this. I mean, I know there is a shortage of umpires.
Yeah, but is there a shortage of optometrists?
I mean, every game. Every game.
In the first inning.
Yeah.
3 games in a row.
And this the umpire at first base is a new umpire. We have not had him.
Make sure you scrub up the new balls.
I've never heard that one before. I know you need to rub them down or do whatever. They're probably brand new balls. They're probably just right out of the box, but.
Is that the word rosin and stuff is for?
Yeah, she's all, yeah. Embry's all about, yeah. Got a rosin bag.
The 0-1 is outside, 1-1.
I still hadn't even updated my scoreboard because I'm still in disbelief. But like the girls, you got to put it behind you.
McKenzie awaits 1-1 pitch. That's outside, 2-1.
Now, last night, whenever Embry started having struggles with the strike zone and stuff, what did she start doing? She started asking for a new ball every time.
Yeah, every time. 2-1 is high, 3-1.
Got a little misty on my computer here, Maury.
3-1 pitch. That was full count. That pitch looked a little high, Jeff.
Yeah, catcher ball keeps bouncing out of her glove, so she's going to switch gloves. But, we noticed that the fly ball to right field and Aubrey Dominguez's glove kind of bounced out. So a little dry today, so that's when you take that shaving cream and you just put a bunch of shaving cream in it to kind of soften it up a little bit, get a little tackiness to your glove, or spit in it. Isn't that what they used to say in baseball? You just a little spit in the glove will help. A little moisture in the glove.
Vallejo waits the full count pitch from Embry. Foul back out of play. Count stays at full.
So you got two quality at bats right now. You've had Embry throw 12, 13 pitches already in the first inning. So good job by the Panthers so far. Now you just got to capitalize and get runners on base.
Payoff pitch, ball 4.
So the question is going to be here, Maury. Well, I'm going back to to Elena's. If she wouldn't have fallen down, look at the safety base. She fell down because she stepped on that safety base and it's loose. Did you see McKenzie just moving it around? But if she would have run through the bag, would she have been safe?
Ball is bunted foul, out of play.
Why are we?
Kaylee Upton, the batter at the plate.
Well.
0-1 to Upton. Little bit of a slight mist starting now. The 0-1 pitch is a swing and a miss, 0-2.
Don't see any rain on the radar, so.
I don't see any on the radar, but I see some on my arms and on my glasses.
Yeah, it's very light.
The 0-2 pitch. Ball is lifted, foul, out of play. Count stays 0-2.
I have one. I didn't bring it.
No balls and 2 strikes to Upton. Runner at first with 1 out. Scoreless here in the bottom of the first. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss on a changeup for out number 2. Avery Nash steps to the plate now for the Panthers. Nash was responsible for all of the 4 runs, drove in 2 and scored 2. Ball low, 1 ball and no strikes.
Just noticing location. Catcher was set up way outside, and that pitch came right over the middle of the plate, but a little low. So Embry is missing on her spots right now. Not to say she won't fix it.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at first. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
That was that cutter off the outside part of the plate. Curveball, I guess you'd call it in softball. What Embry was so effective with on Thursday night. They're going to go right back to that pitch.
Swing and a miss. So a 1-out walk doesn't fruition anything for the Panthers. We're through 1 inning scoreless. Panther softball will continue here in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Have you ever been in a car accident? Was your car taken to a body shop? Or maybe an impound yard? Perhaps a major repair that's too costly. Even if this happened 2 years ago, Lone Star Towing is interested in buying all junk, wrecked, and abandoned vehicles. The process of getting you paid and that vehicle out of there is quick and easy. Call Lone Star Towing today at 210-777-0585.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. 4, 5, and 6, Levette, Metter, and Dillard. Levette steps in. The first pitch is inside, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Wow. Thought he called a strike there.
Did he call a ball or a strike?
Yeah, he called a ball. It's 2 balls and no strikes. He went like that, but I guess that means outside. 2-0 pitch. Ground ball off the base. Going to be a base hit. A leadoff single in the second for Levette. First base runner of the game for Alamo Heights. That'll send to the plate Eloy Metter, the left fielder.
Could be a high-scoring game if they continue not getting those corner calls. Last night we were griping because they were so inconsistent. Now we're not getting any of them.
A bunt to the pitcher. Pitcher over to first for the out.
And I
sacrifice for Metter.
Sometimes I think we're a little too quick going to first base.
Got to look at second every once in a while.
Second base, that was a short throw to second base that time, and she could have probably got her there. But got this sure out. That's what's most important.
So Elizabeth Dillard steps to the plate now with the runner at second in Levette. First pitch is off the plate, 1 ball and no strikes. One 1-0 pitch outside, 2-0.
It's foul ball.
Foul ball off the bat. As that ball sailed over the head of Dillard, she ducked underneath it and the ball hit the bat.
Didn't take the bat with her.
So 2 balls and 1 strike. Foul back in the screen, 2-2. Two pitch. Off the plate, full count.
Not going to get that corner. That pitch was a little off, too.
It was off the plate.
That was a ball, but, if you're going to be attacking that corner, you better catch some of it.
Ground ball, Montez fields it. Runner advances to third base. 3 unassisted for out number 2. But Levette moves up to third base with 2 outs. Well, you got me snookered here, Jeff. I didn't like it. I don't like it now that we moved over because now you got me right behind the home plate umpire where I can't see the balls and the strikes.
But we got a better view for the camera.
I'm not worried about the camera. I'm worried about myself. Ball's foul back out of play. Canizaro steps to the plate now.
Sorry, Maury. Maybe for next weekend I'll readjust and we'll go the other way. Maybe, I could probably try to get a longer cable and we can see if we can move this around a little more.
It just stinks that I can't see the pitch.
Hopefully we'll be at a stadium where we get elevated because it's bad when you're having to sit right behind
the 0-1 in tight, 1-1. Canizaro backs out, now steps back in. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2.
Need to order some wind covers for these mics too.
Some
more. I mean, I had some before.
Some clown noses.
Yeah.
1-2 pitch, off the plate, 2-2.
Especially since this year in softball, every game
has been windy.
Springtime.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball is lifted in foul ball territory. Good. Montez dives for it, but just off the glove. Good effort there by Alyssa Montez to try to bring that ball in.
Sure hope you could see that on the video. May have carried her a little bit outside the video, but she gave that a good college try.
Absolutely. Two pitch once again. Chopper off the plate. Salazar. No, you got to go first with that. It's a fair ball. Home plate's in fair ball territory. That ball bounced off the plate. Going to be a fielder's choice, and RBI goes to Canizaro.
There's the first mistake of the game, Maury, and it goes in favor of the Mules.
Yeah, you got to go to first with that.
You got to go to first.
But nevertheless, need to limit the damage to right now.
Yep, need to come back right now and throw strikes. Now, is this Coach Perez's first visit to the circle?
Yes.
Okay, so you're still okay. Yep, still got 2 outs.
Olivia Mallett steps to the plate now for the Mules.
I guess you give her a
fielder's choice. Yep, and an RBI. First pitch is down low. Oh, she went at it.
Yeah, she's the one that just kind of pokes. You know what I mean? Like Thursday night, we were questioning if she was bunting or not because she gives a little, I guess, swing to it. That is considered a swing.
The 0-1 pitch. That backs her off.
She did
She's
again.
win again, 0-2.
I mean, and it is just a little poke. I mean, if she, when she does make contact, the ball does not go far, just like on that one.
She's out of there. Good job by Lissy.
Good play.
Fielding it, throwing to first base for the put out for out number 3. But in that inning, 1 run on 1 hit. They'll leave a runner. We're through 1.5. Panthers trail 1-0. Panthers softball will continue here in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. 5, 6, and 7 for the Panthers: Montez, Chichester, and Castiglione.
So by only giving up 1 run, you're still within your game plan here. Get runners on base, make her throw a lot of pitches.
First pitch to Montez is fouled up, out of play, 0-1. Ball is high, 1-1.
Well, let's see. Last night we were able to match them in the first inning. See if we can match them in the second inning.
1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Montez had a night last night.
3 for 3.
3 for 3 in the 6-hole.
1-2 pitch. Foul back. Count stays at 1-2.
So we said this is 3rd game in a row, and most of the season these pitchers haven't pitched 3 days in a row. 2 days in a row. Maybe during tournament time you throw a little bit, maybe one day and the next. And ever since then, though, you get maybe 2 games a week.
Ball is lifted in the center field. Center fielder going back. Makes the play on the run. Good job by Kingman out there in center field. F8 for out number 1. It's going to bring to the plate Ariel Chichester.
But you see how the Alamo Heights fans reacted to that. I'm telling you, like last night, if you put the ball in the outfield, something can happen. Their outfield is not the strength of their team. They made that play, but that's a routine fly ball.
First pitch to Ariel. Ball 1 ball and no strikes.
Right now, Alamo Heights has the upper hand. Medina Valley's had 1 base runner so far through 4 outs.
1-0 pitch, strike call, 1-1.
And that right there, Ariel and I talked a little bit last night after the game. It's about her pitch selection early in the count, looking for something, but she's been swinging at bad pitches early in the count and gets herself in a hole. That was a pitcher's pitch right there. Good one not to swing at. Now that one
1-1
was
pitch
right down the pipe.
Fouled off down the first baseline, 1-2.
That was one right there that you should be looking for. It was right down the pipe. And Ariel was a little behind it after a couple of off-speed pitches to be, starter at bat.
Chichester waits the 1-2 pitch from Embry. Just off the plate, 2-2. 2-2 pitch, lifted out of play, down the third baseline. Count stays at 2-2.
She was on that one. That was a miss by Embry. Catcher was set up outside, and Embry missed on the inside part of the plate. Chichester was able to foul it off.
Two-two. Check swing, foul back once again. Count stays at 2-2.
Tell you what, doesn't show it in the line score, but that right there was a good swing by Chichester. Checking her swing, fouling that ball off because that was not a hittable ball, but it could have been close enough to call a strike.
And the 2-2 once again. Fouled off again. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Change up, swing and a miss.
Good at bat. Quality at bat again. But Panthers need to start seeing some results out of those quality at bats.
Margaret Castiglione now steps to the plate for the Panthers.
Heck of a pitch right there, too.
It was a good pitch. Ball's low, 1 ball and no strikes.
One thing we have noticed so far in the first inning and 2/3 from Embry is she is throwing a lot more off-speed pitches today so far. It's 2 off-speed in a row.
2 balls and no strikes. That just stayed outside. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Embry over to first for the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Panthers in the second. We head to the third scoreless. Panther softball will continue here in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Softball. Sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Datsun House Moving and Construction Company. The Mules will send to the plate Davidson, Butler, and Martinez, 9, 1, and 2 in the order for the Mules. This will be the first time Davidson steps to the plate, as she was the flex player the first 2 games. She was in the 10 spot. She played right field, but did not come into the game to bat. So her first plate appearance in the series. First pitch is outside, ball 1, 1-0. Ground ball to Gonzalez at short, over to first for the out. For the first out of the inning, 6-3 for the put out. Head back to the top of the order with Brooke Butler. Butler flew out to Dominguez in right field to lead off the ball game, so she is 0 for 1. Strike called, 0-1. Oh, 1 outside, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to Butler. back to Salazar. Salazar to first for the out. 1-3 for out number 2. Aubrey Martinez now steps to the plate. Martinez grounded out to third in the first inning. She is 0 for 1. Ground ball to Valenzuela. Throw over in time for the out. 4-3 for out number 3. Quick inning for Salazar. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. Panthers trail 1-0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
So, how are the kids?
Well, Emily made the honor roll.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, we're really proud of her. Tyler, on the other hand, though.
What's going on?
He's been moody lately, just feeling down and not like himself.
Oh, we've been there. Nick was struggling last spring. He was so anxious and stressed.
Really? What helped?
Well, he joined the soccer team. And ever since, he's been a lot happier. He has more energy, he's less stressed, and he's definitely in a better mood at home. It's made a huge difference.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad he's getting out of the house, he's getting some exercise, and he's off his phone for once. It's been good for his mental health.
Sounds like it's been good for your mental health, too.
Participating in Texas high school sports improves students' physical and mental health. Encourage your son or daughter to get involved. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Datsun House Moving and Construction Company. Panthers will send to the plate 8, 9, and 1. Valenzuela, Dominguez, and the top of the order. Amethyst takes that pitch for a strike, 0-1.
Little shower again.
The 0-1. Check swing. No go. Palms down, 1-1.
That one sure did look like a swing on that one. Kind of inconsistent on those two. You know, and then you look at major leagues when they do checks like that. I mean, sometimes it's really close.
Ground ball to first. First baseman feels it and tags her out. 3 unassisted for the put out for out number 1. Aubrey Dominguez steps to the plate now for the Panthers. First pitch is a strike called, 0-1.
Mr. Chester Pettibon just made an appearance here, head softball coach at Boerne.
The 0-1 lifted to center field. Center fielder coming in and makes the play for the putout. We'll ask Chester.
What do I want to ask him?
How he's doing.
How you doing, Chester? Chester said he's doing good. Yeah, he doesn't have any more softball, unfortunately, as the Greyhounds fell last night. Cuero, huh?
Gonzalez steps to the plate now. Gonzalez grounded out to the shortstop on a questionable call in the first inning where we thought she was safe, but
yeah,
the Blues saw otherwise. One ball and no strikes.
Shaky, and she tripped over it, but she was safe by a foot. She got called out.
Ball is fouled back into the screen. 1-1.
Right, yeah. Well, she fell over it. I mean, she tripped and fell. And
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
To it, and then she hit it and fell.
1-1. Little number to the third baseman for the out. F5 he was scoring at home. A quick inning for Embry, 1-2-3. We head to the 4th inning, scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks. Plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash. And $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. We head to the top of the fourth. 3, 4, 5, Embry, Levette, and Metter. 3, 4, and 5. Embry popped up to the shortstop, her first at bat, so she is 0 for 1. First pitch is a shot down the third base line. Good job by Dominguez cutting that one off, not letting it get to the corner. But a leadoff single for Embry. Second hit of the ball game. We head to the number 4 hitter, L. Levette. Levette singled and scored the only run of the ball game so far, so she is 1 for 1 with a run scored. Sun just broke away from the clouds for a second. Bunt, first base in time, sacrifice for Levette. 1-3 for out number 1. Embry moves to second base. Eloise Metter steps to the plate now. Metter no official at bats as she sacrificed and moved Levette to second base and ended up scoring on the sacrifice, off the sacrifice 2 plays later. Ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. A little nubber over the pitcher's mound. It falls in for a hit, and that's the second baseman's ball there. She needs to come in and take control of that. Anything, when the pitcher has to move backwards, anything that's any ball behind her is the infield, not the pitcher's ball. And they didn't get no help. Runner doesn't advance to third base, but it's going to be an infield single. Dillard now steps to the plate. Dillard grounded out to Montez. Her only at bat, so she is 0 for 1. Ground ball to Gonzalez at short. Over to first for the put out. Runners advance. 60 feet. Runners at second and third now with 2 outs. Canizaro now steps to the plate. Canizaro drove in the first run of the ball game on a fielder's choice. Embry at third. Metter at second, 2 outs. Canizaro at the plate. Mules lead 1-0 here in the top of the fourth. First pitch is outside, ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball at third. Chester throw over the diamond in time for the put out. So the Panthers avoid any runs there in that inning. 5-3 for the put out. 2 hits, no runs, 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Panthers still trailing 1-0. Panther softball will continue here in just a moment.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks. Plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash. And $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. Head to the bottom of the fourth. Panthers trail 1-0. Panthers will send to the plate 2-3-4. Vallejo, Upton, and Nash. Vallejo walked her first at bat, so she is 0-4. First pitch is off the plate, ball 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Strike called, 1-1. One ball, one strike. The pitch. Backs her away, 2-1. Two balls and one strike. Two and one. Down low, 3-1. Three-one pitch. Foul back. Full count. Payoff pitch from Embry. Ground ball to the second baseman. Second baseman fields it over to first for the putout. 4-3 for out number one. Upton now steps to the plate. Kaylee is 0 for 1. She struck out her only at bat this afternoon. Doing a little work there at first base. Have a problem with the safety base to plug in it. So we have a little break in the action. Need to get out the tool to dig out the hole for the safety base.
Sorry, Maury, to leave you hanging there.
It's all right. Everybody enjoyed it. Didn't have to listen to you.
Didn't have to listen to me. Visiting here with Coach Pettibon.
Have to dig out that hole at safety base.
Yeah.
It slipped again on the throw to first.
You know, if it would have been done prior to the first inning, we may have had
another base runner.
But as it goes, how many hits do we have right now? I don't think we have a hit, do we?
Nope.
No, we're kind of falling into that same boat that we were in, you know, Thursday night. You know, we're not getting to her. We're not hitting the mistakes.
We only have one base runner through 3 1/3.
Yeah, well, and give her credit because what she's done is she's changed her pitching. Last night and the night before, she was a lot of fastballs, a lot of rise balls. Today, it's a lot of off-speed pitches, a lot of curveballs, change-ups. So she's adjusted. Now we need to adjust to what she's adjusted to.
So let's see if they can fix this dilemma here at first base. You almost need to put the peg in and then the base second. Well, there you go.
They got it. I mentioned it to the home plate umpire earlier in the game, and he said, we'll take a look at it. Well, he never did.
Well, now it's fixed with one out.
Now it's fixed.
Upton steps to the plate for the Panthers.
So, like I said, we need to have one of them rattling off the left field wall right here, Upton.
First pitch is high, ball 1-0.
You know, we've had a lot of quality at bats, but quality at bats only goes so far. You got to make them pay sometimes. You know, mistakes you got to hit. You got to be able to hit their mistakes.
The 1-0 pitch, lifted into left field. Left fielder going over and makes the play. F7 if you're scoring at home for out number 2. Avery Nash now steps to the plate for the Panthers. Avery is 0 for 1, struck out to end inning number 1. First pitch is high, ball 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Panthers trail 1-0 here in the bottom of the fourth, excuse me. The 1-0 pitch is high and outside, 2-0.
Yeah, you'll get to make that journey now. Yeah, I saw.
The 2-0 pitch. Strike call, 2-1.
Good pitch not to swing at by Nash. That was low and away. Not something when you're Nash, you're a power hitter like that. You're looking for that mistake out over the plate, early in the count especially.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
That was not it. That one was little. That was that little high.
That was the one
spinner.
the Panthers were going after the first game.
First game that we kept swinging at. More of a rise ball, but it doesn't have the rise to it. It had more of a little cut to it.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Panthers in the 4th inning. We head to the 5th. Same score, 1-0. Panthers trail. Panthers softball will continue here in just a moment.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks. Plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash. And $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. Alamo Heights will send to the plate. Mallets, Davidson, and then the top of the order, 8, 9, and 1. Salazar out there for her 5th inning of work for the Panthers.
Panthers will figure out the offensive side of it eventually. Need to keep playing some good defense out here. Can't let the Mules get too far ahead.
First pitch, slap bunt attempt.
That little
0-1.
I think I'm gonna start calling that little chuck and duck.
The 0-1 pulls that one back, 1-1. Didn't go after that one. One ball, one strike. Outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Slap bunt to Salazar over to first for the out. 1-3 for out number 1.
Alamo Heights likes to play the little small ball.
Maggie Davidson steps to the plate. Davidson grounded out to the shortstop, her lone at bat. So she is 0 for 1. First pitch is a strike called, 0-1. The 0-1. High and outside, 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. 1-0 in favor of the Mules in the top of the fifth. Ball is lifted down the first base line, but drifts out of play. Salazar ahead in the count now. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Davidson. The 1-2. Off the plate, 2-2. And the 2-2. Ball is lifted in the right field. In for a base hit. So a 1-out single for the number 9 hitter Davidson. We head back to the top of the order in Brooke Butler. Butler is 0 for 2. Ball is outside, ball 1, 1-0.
Panther fans are all over these umpires. That time, AD wanted to try to throw the ball to first base, but the first base umpire had gotten in her line of sight.
Ball 2, 2-0. You still throw it if you think you got a chance.
Still throw it and hit the umpire. But you got to stop the bleeding here.
2 balls and no strikes to Butler.
That's the first base hit, first base runner out of the 9-hole for them in the series.
Ground ball right up the middle. Back-to-back singles with 1 out. Aubrey Martinez now steps to the plate. That's the 5th hit of the ball game for the Mules.
Yeah, she'll be bunting here. You know Martinez will be trying to put one down here to get to Embry.
I'd venture to say Martinez is probably the fastest player on their team.
Yeah, she's going to tell them where to bunt it. Yep.
Because she almost beat out the first slap bunt.
Yeah, she's fast.
She's very quick on the bases.
Absolutely. This is exactly what we want done offensively here, blah, 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 you know.
Well, you want to make sure everybody's on the same page, you know.
That's right.
That's why you got your timeouts.
Martinez, you're going to lay one down here. I'll tell you what, though. Here's the thing. If she does lay one down here and she sacrifices over and first base is open, you have got to put Embry on first base. You do not pitch to her.
You say that, Jeff, but Levette in the number 4 hole's been done the damage today.
But you got to set up a force out.
Well, yep. Ball 1, 1-0. What you need to do is you need to make sure that you get an out if she lays down a bunt.
You got to get an out, but I do not pitch to Embry.
1 ball and no strikes. 1 out, runners at first and second. Slap bunt back to Salazar. She pulls Montez off the base, but they got her out. Good job by Alyssa staying with that.
Yeah, it's a good job, but God, you had her at third. That ball was hard hit. Put her on. Put her on.
Clary Embry now steps to the plate. Runners move up to second and third.
She's going to pitch to her. Oh, I don't understand.
First pitch gets by the catcher, but nobody going. 1-0.
We've done this several times now in the last 6 or 7 games where you get up to the team's best hitter with first base open. Floresville made us pay. Their 3-hole, 4-hole hitter hit one off the wall when we had first base open.
1-0 pitch. That gets by Upton once again. 2 balls and no
2-0
strikes.
count. 2-0 count. No, you don't call a timeout. You just put her on. It's oh, boy.
So the Panthers will call a timeout here with the count 2 balls and no strikes. 2 runners on with 2 outs. Levette waits on deck.
Yep, so we're down to 1 visit left.
So the scenario here is 2 balls and no strikes. Embry at the plate, runners at second and third. Panthers trailing 1-0 here in the top of the 5th.
To their best player. How many outs has she made in the series? 2? I think she made 2 outs maybe. Maybe this will be the 3rd one. We need the 3rd out right here.
2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0.
Or you're pitching around her.
3 balls and no strikes.
Oh, thank you.
Chases that one off the plate. That would have been ball 4. But she's looking to do some damage at the plate to help her own cause. 3 balls and 1 strike now.
Right here, Lisa, you got it.
3-1 pitch. Off the plate, ball 4. Loads the bases for the cleanup hitter. Levette is 1 for 1. Base hit and scored the lone run of the ball game in the 2nd inning. Sacrificed also. She is 1 for 1 with a run scored. Comes to the plate now with 2 outs and the base is full of Mules. No place to put the cleanup batter.
2 outs.
Strike call, 0-1.
One thing you always say in a situation like this is that you're 1 out away, 1 pitch away. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. So make quality pitches here. Let your defense play behind you.
The 0-1 pitch. It's a shot into center field. Castiglione going back. That's out of here. A grand slam for Elle Levette as she has just driven in 4 big runs for the Alamo Heights Mules.
Well,
that was a killer right there.
When everything makes sense, that
should have pitched to the number 3 hitter.
and they did. They did pitch to her.
Pitched around her.
Yeah, I don't think we're good enough to pitch around people, but tried to get things done, and that's what happens. That's just
well, and that was dead center, Jeff, and Levette just put the bat right on that ball.
Tip your hat.
Great job by Levette. She has accounted for all 5 of their runs.
Yeah, and that's what you're in the 4-hole for.
Absolutely.
That's tough. That's a heartbreaker right there.
And, Jeff, that was one of those, when it left the bat,
you were hoping that it was just going to hit off the wall.
My.
Because
Morgan turned around and took a couple of steps and just watched it as that ball was rocketed.
Yeah, now here we go. We got all kinds of changes now going on. We got McKenzie.
And, Jeff, we're going to take a commercial break.
Vallejo coming
this
in
pitch and change.
All right, we'll be back.
Big State Electric is raising the bar in the San Antonio electrical industry. Working with local and forward-thinking companies, we are changing the downtown skyline with beautiful and innovative buildings. As well as working with local universities, we are revolutionizing academic sports with cutting-edge and high-tech electrical solutions. Join us as we light up the future one project at a time. Big State Electric, competence and quality since 1966, supporting San Antonio, Austin, Houston, and the Gulf Coast region.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Datsun House Moving and Remodeling. This pitch and change is sponsored by Peerless Equipment, as Vallejo comes in now to pitch for the Panthers.
It's Vallejo's first action in the series.
Eloise Metter steps to the plate. Metter sacrificing a single. She is 1 for 1. Takes that pitch low, 2-0.
She is this the one that hit the home run the first night?
Yes.
Yeah, so she has hit a home run.
Both of those home runs they've hit, Jeff, have been dead red center field.
Yep. Squared them up both nicely.
The 2-0 pitch. Not that it matters in softball because it's pretty much dimensional all the way around. It's usually the same distance, but in baseball it's usually a little further in center field.
Yeah.
3 balls and no strikes. Strike call, 3-1. Three-one pitch. Ball 4. Two walks in this inning, Jeff. 5th inning. That's the only 2 walks that the Panthers pitching have yielded. And one of them you can say was pretty much a kind of a gimme walk there, the one to
Yeah, I mean, they attacked her.
They weren't really trying to pitch to her, really.
Well, the first couple of pitches were a little
closer. That ball is lifted in the shallow right field. Dominguez coming in and makes the play on the run. F9 for out number 3. But for the Mules, they did some damage in that inning. 4 runs on 3 hits. 1 left on base. We hit at the bottom of the 5th. Panthers have some work to do, trailing 5-0. Panther softball will continue here in just a moment.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Datsun House Moving and Remodeling. Panthers have 9 outs left here as they trail now 5-0. Heights with 4 runs, a grand slam from the number 4 hitter in the shortstop, Levette, as she has accounted for all 5 runs. Scored 2 and knocked in 4. Montez leads off now for the Panthers. Montez flew out to the center fielder for her only at batter. She is 0 for 1. 5-6-7 for the Panthers. The 1-0 is a ground ball up the middle. That's what the Panthers needed. Get things started. A leadoff single from Montez. Ariel Chichester now steps to the plate. First hit of the ball game for the Panthers. Going to have Vivian Diaz running for Montez at first base.
This will be a substitution. This will be a pinch runner. Be a substitution in the bottom of the 5th. Still got 1 left.
Ariel now steps to the plate.
You know, it'd be nice just to, if you could get 1 run or 2 runs in this inning.
Change a little bit of the momentum around.
Yeah, exactly. Not get it all back at once. You know, just get yourself back to within striking distance. And this is one that can do it right here. Chichester all year has been swinging such a hot bat, and she's just been this, it's a lot of it has to do with Embry. She's really got Chichester flustered.
Bunch the ball.
Why
and she's going to be out.
Are we bunting?
You're down 5 runs.
Down 5 runs.
And they're going to call Chichester out. Is it going to say it hit her out of the batter's box?
And this is one of your girls that could hit one over the fence.
So Morgan Castiglione now steps to the plate.
It's just frustrating. I'm sorry for yelling into the mic. It is frustrating when it's time after time after time again.
1 out, Castiglione at the plate. Morgan grounded out her first at bat, so she is 0 for 1.
And next year, Maury, we go into a 6A district with Laredo's, all the Laredo 6As and Eagle Pass High. A lot of them are playing today. I think some of them have already been eliminated.
The 0 pitch is a strike called. Moves the count to no balls and 2 strikes.
Kind of looking the other day at some of the competition that we'll be facing. The Alexander team, I believe, that we played in the first game of the year over in Laredo, I think they're in the playoffs. I think they were playing O'Connor, if I'm not mistaken.
The 0-2 off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You're at the top of the – no, we're not at the top of the order yet.
This is number 7. The 1-2 pitch. Shot down the third base line for a base hit. So a 1-out single for Castiglione. Amethyst Valenzuela now steps to the plate. Diaz moves to second. Amethyst grounded out to the first baseman, her lone at bat. She is 0 for 1. Got a timeout call now from Alamo Heights. Going to gather everybody inside the circle.
This is like Coach Pettibon over here saying this is a momentum breaker timeout. Medina Valley got a little something going. You want to call time, get your girls together, and try to break the rhythm up a little bit.
And I think it's a good move. Good strategic move.
Looks like they called Valenzuela back into the dugout. Looks like we may have a pinch hitter here.
Well, nobody has emerged yet.
No.
Now they have. It looks like Aniston Stivers will be the pinch hitter for Amethyst Valenzuela. So Stivers will step to the plate now with 1 out. Diaz, the runner, at second. Castiglione at first. 1 out. Panthers need some runs. First pitch to Stivers is popped up. It's going to carry out a play. 0-1.
Boy, Embry sure is particular about the ball.
Yes, she is.
She didn't like that one. It's got MV on it, so I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them. Maybe they're too tacky still. They need to be rubbed down more. I don't know. She goes to the rosin. Umpire's not ready.
Now he gathers himself, and he gathers herself. Now steps back in, awaits the 0-1 pitch.
Divers need to try to hit some to the right side.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
And that was the one. That was right down the middle. And he's had a little trouble seeing the ball from this pitcher. 3 strikeouts in the last 2 games. She's due.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss for out number 2. Aubrey Dominguez now steps to the plate. Dominguez flew out to the center fielder, her lone at bat, so she is 0 for 1. First pitch at Dominguez. The ground ball up the middle. It gets by the center fielder. 1 run will score. Castiglione being waved home. No throw. So a 2-out single for Dominguez, and an error placed the second run in the ball game. But the Panthers have climbed closer now. It's 5-2.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about their outfield the whole game. If you can get something in the outfield, it's a circus out there. So just put something in the outfield. They had 2 errors last night.
Flip it back to the top of the order with Elena Gonzalez. Elena takes that pitch, high ball 1. Elena is 0 for 2, ground out and a fly out. Check swing, no go, palms down. Ground ball is short, shortstop over to first. Just in time. What a play by the shortstop, Levitt. Not only is she showing she can hit from the plate, flashes some leather out there. 6-3 to end the inning, but the Panthers get on the board. A 2-out RBI for
and that's
Dominguez puts the Panthers within 3, 5-2 as we head to the 6th. Panthers trail 5-2. Panther softball will continue here in just a moment.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Panther softball as we head to the top of the 6th. Panther softball sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction Company. 7, 8, and 9 for the Mules. Canizaro, Mallets, and Davidson. Canizaro has drove in the first run of the ball game on a fielder's choice in the second inning. So she is 0 for 2 with an RBI. It's a ground ball to the shortstop, second baseman Amethyst, and she dives for it instead of kind of trying to field it cleanly. Gets off her glove. That's an error to start the inning. Malitz now steps to the plate. Malitz is grounded out to the pitcher both times, Jeff. So she is 0 for 2.
Yeah, they'll be bunting here.
Absolutely. You may have a courtesy runner here for Canizaro.
This is that little chopper.
Yep.
That little chuck and duck.
You may have a courtesy runner for
Canizaro
here. Or pinch runner, excuse me.
Yeah, it's going to be a pinch runner. It's going to be number 2.
I do not have
it. All right, we don't
the
have
full
the name.
roster.
But one thing you cannot do right now, Maury, you cannot give these 2 runs back that you just got.
Can't give any runs back that you just got.
No. So you need to get outs. You still got, what is this, an 8-hole, 7-hole?
This is the 8-hole.
Yeah, so you got a couple of chances to get a couple outs before you get back to the top of the order.
Outside, ball 1, 1-0.
Boy, that girl down there at first base got a little bit too far from the base. And then now the coach is letting her know, hey.
The 1-0 pitch. Bunts it foul. 1-1.
And, we talk a lot about bunting and proper bunting and how to, give yourself up. Sacrifice bunting, that's not a sacrifice bunt,
That's a bunt to try to get a hit.
She's trying to get a hit. And, in this situation, you should be trying to sacrifice. Give yourself up and try to sacrifice yourself.
The 1-1 is outside, 2-1. A little bit more discipline here at this at-bat is Mallets. She's not chasing every pitch as she was before.
Yeah. She's seen a few pitches now into the game. Third at bat.
And the 2-1. Bunts through that one, 2-2. McKenzie with the 2-2 pitch. Bunts it. Vallejo fields it over to first for the out. A sacrifice.
Should have thrown behind the runner. The runner took a big turn out there at second base.
1-3 for out number one. Maggie Davidson steps to the plate now. Davidson singled and scored on the grand slam.
Can't remember who that was. That
She
did
is
so
1 for
much.
2.
I think it was Southwest we played that threw behind our runners so much. Picked off a couple of our runners because we, got too far away from the base on turns.
Pitch is inside, ball 1-0. Davidson got the rally started in the last inning with one out. That's a little nubber to the second baseman. Amethyst dives and makes the play.
Nice play by Valenzuela there.
F4 if you're scoring at home for out number two, but we head back to the top of the order in Brooke Butler.
Last night we were facing the top of the order with nobody on base, it seemed like, every time they came up. And in this game, you're getting the top of the order with ducks on the pond.
Butler is 2 for 3 with a run scored. Takes that pitch inside, ball 1-0.
I think he wanted to call it a strike, and then he thought about it again.
The 1-0 pitch. Shot into center field. Castiglione coming in a couple steps. Makes the play for the out. F8 for out number 3. For the Mules in that inning. No runs, no hits. They'll leave a runner on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Panthers trail 5-2. Panthers softball will continue here in just a moment.
Rusty Rooster at 806 Highway 90 West in Castroville is the place to stop on your way home from work or to drop by on the weekend to grab some beverages without ever leaving your truck. Rusty Rooster, the place in Castroville for quenching your thirst from sun up to sundown. Drive through today. Fast, convenient. That's Rusty Rooster, 806 Highway 90 West in Castroville. After all, anything goes till the rooster crows.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Datsun House Moving and Construction Company. Panthers will send to the plate 2-3-4 here in the bottom of the 6th as they trail 5-2. Vallejo, Upton, and Nash. Mackenzie Vallejo walked and grounded out, so she is 0 for 1. Embry back out there for the Mules. She has pitched every inning of this best of 3 series. First pitch is a strike called 0-1. The 0-1 is high, 1-1. One pitch. Ball 2, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. That's going to fall for a base hit. A little Texas League single to lead off the inning for Vallejo. Panthers have another base runner. Kaylee Upton steps to the plate for the Panthers. Upton is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. First pitch to Upton is ball high, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0. It's a fly ball into left field. Left fielder coming in. Makes the play for the out. F7 for out number 1. That's going to bring up Avery Nash. Nash is 0 for 2. Struck out 2 times, both times this afternoon against Embry. The offensive player of the game last night as she delivered some clutch hits and drove in 3 out of the 4 runs. Scored 2. Takes that pitch high, ball 1-0. Jeff, this is your chance right here. You got your meat of the order coming up. You got Nash and then Montez and then Chichester.
Right. Yep. This,
gotta make something happen
gotta
here.
Scratch a little something here again.
1-0 pitch, and that's foul back, 1-1.
You're gonna get it, and if you're the pitcher here,
Embry,
you're not gonna give Nash, if you're in control, you're not gonna give Nash anything to hit right here. But your player on deck is 4 for 5,
yes.
4 for last 5, 5 for last 6.
1-1 pitch.
So if you're Nash, you want to try to get that runner to second base.
Is outside, 2-1.
See, a lot of off speed again. A lot of off speed from Embry for our hitters today, which is different than what she did the first 2 nights.
Pitch is foul back, 2-2.
That was one of those she missed. That was a miss. That was middle, and Nash just missed that one.
Underneath it.
Yeah, middle, just missed. You got 2-2 now.
Two pitch. Mackenzie is the runner at first. Mackenzie Viejo. 1 out.
Knew that.
Float in there, full count.
That was another one of those off-speed pitches. What do you call that, Coach Pettibon? Curveball? Just a curveball she takes something off of.
Full count to Nash.
Yeah, that's what that one looked like.
Ball is lifted, it's going to be out of play. Count stays full.
Yeah. Yep. And it's just something you just took a little bit off of and just spun it. Yeah. Nash here looking to find a gap somewhere. More importantly, making contact.
Waits the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss.
Probably swung a ball 4 right there. That pitch was up higher. That was the pitch she was getting us on the first. Yeah, the first game. That's the pitch she was getting us on.
Alyssa Montez now steps to the plate. Montez is 1 for 2. Scored the first run of the ball game for the Panthers. Well, her spot did. Diaz came in and pinch ran for Montez. She fouls that one back out of play. 0-1. She just does not. They do not like that one softball, as he will not throw it in.
Well, she don't want it. She's saying I'm gonna throw it right back, but it comes to a point where you just gotta, I don't know. What would you do in that situation, Coach Pettibon? She keeps
no balls and 1 strike to Montez.
You don't have one,
Panthers trail 5-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Vallejo, the runner at first. That ball is lifted in foul ball territory. It's going to be
she's throwing them out
into the net, 0-2.
They're not rubbed down enough is what we were told in the first inning.
Vallejo led off the inning with a single, but has been stranded there after 2 batters. Montez is one of those hitters that can get you
That's what I figured. Yeah,
2 runs here with 1 swing of the bat with a runner on. But down in the count, 0-2 to Embry. And the pitch is a ground ball in the hole for a base hit. Jeff, 0-2, that's too much of the plate there.
Well, she was trying to come back inside like she's done a lot of times, but, Montez did a good job getting the barrel on the.
Chichester now steps to the plate. Ariel is 0 for 2. She struck out and then was called out as the ball hit her out of the batter's box. The tying run is at the plate for the Panthers in the bottom of the 6th.
There's another situation there that you would have loved to have had that runner over at second base. Neither team has attempted a stolen base.
Pitches down low, 1 ball and no strikes.
So we don't know how either either catcher can throw out or do anything because neither team has attempted a stolen base. Might have been an opportunity right there to try to get her to second base.
Top of the plate. Ground ball at third. Canizaro, long throw over to first for the out. I thought all she had to do was step on the base, but she threw it across the diamond for the third out of the inning. So the Panthers have 2 hits, but Strand 2 in the 6th. We head to the 7th. Panthers have some work to do, down 5-2. Panther softball will continue here in just a moment.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks. Plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash. And $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to the North Park Chevrolet Datsun House Moving and Construction broadcast of Panther playoff softball. Panthers find themselves down 5-2. We're in the top of the 7th inning as the Mules bring up 2-3-4 in the lineup. First one is Aubrey Martinez, who is 0 for 3 today. Vallejo's first pitch is hit to the second baseman, and 1 pitch, 1 out. So good start to the inning. Panthers got their work cut out for them as they will come up in the bottom of the 7th if they want to extend their season or start their summer break. Been a season of lots of ups and downs. First pitch is in tight, called strike. That was a strike. Tip your hat again to Embry, who is up to bat right now. She has pitched a heck of a game again today. After last night, Panthers touching her up a little bit. Panthers haven't been able to figure out. Embry has made the changes. And the Panthers have yet to really make the change of, attacking her off-speed pitches. Foul ball. So Embry at the plate is 1 for 2, and she walked in that last inning, which I still say was the right thing to do. You put her on, and lady coming up next, Elle Levette, put one right over the center field wall for a grand slam. But if you're going to pitch to her, you got to pitch to her. You can't pitch around her in that situation. Or you do pitch around her, one way or the other. That was a good pitch right there as that one misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes now from Mackenzie Vallejo, who has replaced starting pitcher Lisi Salazar, who's done a heck of a job the last two weeks, actually. And that pitch is going to hit her. So hit by pitch for Embry now, and every hit by pitch is sponsored by Hazel Russell State Farm. So thank you, Hazel Russell, as that will put the runner on first base with 1 out.
With Elle Levette coming to the plate for the Mules.
Coach Perez is up there saying she leaned into it, but that pitch was inside. So even if she did, I mean, she can lean all she wants. That pitch was not out over the plate, and so it doesn't matter. So
player of the game so far at the plate, Levette scored 2 runs and driven in 4. Last at bat was a grand slam and dead center. That pitch is lifted back behind first base, and it falls in foul ball territory.
That ball's got to be caught. That ball's got to be caught, hitting right in the shallow grass right there.
So Levette is perfect at the plate today, Jeff. A single, scored a run, sacrifice, and drove in 4 on a home run, grand slam.
Yep.
So she is 2 for 2. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2.
She was trying to hit her second home run of the game on that pitch.
Yep, she took a cut at that one.
She may have hurt her back on that one. She swung so hard.
Casey Levette swung at that one.
Is that her first name, Casey?
No, that was Mighty Casey. You don't get it?
No,
Come on.
Sorry.
Ground ball foul. 0-2. But you're not catching any of my jokes, my dad jokes, are you?
Yeah, I'm out of it today. Beautiful Saturday afternoon. A little overcast, but nice weather.
The 0-2 pitch.
Tried to float that
1-2
change up in there.
A lot of our patrons that ain't listening today are involved in a golf tournament today.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is the
Aggie
Open.
Yep. And darn Aggies. I'm only saying that because Pettibon's sitting here next to me.
The 1-2 is a ground ball to Gonzalez at short. Flips it over to Valenzuela at first for the putout.
Yep. Got the lead out that time.
6-3 for out number 2.
Why couldn't she have done that the last time?
Fielder's choice. Metter now steps to the plate. Metter has been perfect at the plate. A sacrifice, a single, and a walk. So she is 1 for 1, but has gotten on 2 out of the 3 times. First pitch is a strike called, 0-1.
There's one thing about Vallejo. She, when she's on, she's not throwing anything middle. She is attacking the outside part of the plate. She's changing eye angles.
No, you had to say something.
I said something. You know what? I'm just going to hush. I ain't going to say nothing.
And another hit by pitch. And when accidents happen like hit by pitches, your State Farm agent will be there. Hazel Russell, your State Farm agent. Dillard now steps to the plate. Dillard is 0 for 3. A ground out, 2 ground outs, and a fly out.
How many times has Hazel Russell's name been mentioned over the last 7-8 years that we've been doing this?
In this series alone, it's been quite a few.
Hazel definitely gets her money's worth in advertising.
It's a ground ball up the middle. It's going to go through for a base hit. 1 run will score. Another run goes to third base. And Jeff, that was just a high hopper right over the infield, right over the pitcher.
That hurts.
You'd think if you're playing regular depth there at short and third, or second and short, that ball could have been cut off, I thought. But
it looked like it still should have been caught. I don't know. It's just I'd have to see it again.
So a 2-out RBI single for Dillard.
But if you're Alamo Heights, that's a big run right there.
Absolutely.
For you. And by looking at our girls right now, it's a big run because
Levette comes in and scores. So she is responsible now for all 6 of the runs tonight, or this afternoon. And they're just re-entering. Oh, I thought, Canizaro was ran for.
That was a pinch hitter.
In the last inning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was no. Wasn't a pinch hitter. That's a pinch runner on base.
Yeah, I guess so.
Dillard was the one who hit that ball.
Yep.
It's Canizaro now up at the plate. Canizaro reached on the air and then was pinch ran for in the previous inning where they had scored 4 runs. She takes that pitch for a strike, 0-1.
One hit in the inning.
Yep, but 2 hit by pitches. That's just as good as a hit. That's a shot. That's going to be down for a base hit. It's going to go to the wall. 1 run will score. They're going to wave around the runner coming from first, and she's going to score.
Nobody talking to the shortstop. Nobody's talking.
And, Jeff.
That's a dagger.
That's a RBI single for Canizaro, and then the second run scores on the air. But 2 big runs. It is now 8-2.
Yeah, I don't think you give her an error on that one. She dove for it. She tried to make a great play, and the ball got by her.
Come on, Panthers, you're going to let them win that easy.
There's your, what do you call that?
Chuck and duck.
Chuck and duck. Ball hit back to the pitcher. McKenzie feels it and retires 1-3. But the damage has been done. One run, but three runs with just one hit. 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Panthers have a lot of work to do, trailing 8-2. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Here we go.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dodson House Moving and Construction Company. Panthers on the short end of an 8-2 lead here. Castiglione will lead off for the Panthers in the bottom of the 7th. Morgan is 1 for 2.
Well, situational here, Maury. I think, I don't know if we're going to do it or not. I hadn't seen us do it before, but you should be taking until you get a strike here. You want to get base runners, and you want to make sure that you have an opportunity.
Ball is hit in the outfield for a base hit. A leadoff single for Castiglione. Just need to get one at a time here. Amethyst Valenzuela steps to the plate for the Panthers. Valenzuela grounded out her only at bat this afternoon. And we're stealing on the play. I can't figure that one out.
Yeah,
tell me about that one.
Well, we hadn't stole all, the whole series, and now you're down 6 runs. Now it's got to be base to base.
0-1 now. As Valenzuela fouls that one back to the screen.
If she hits a line drive right there, you're 1 out away from season being over.
Check swing. Oh, they said yes. Oh, my Lord. It started out like that, and it's going to end like that, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
And this is one of those games you can't look back and blame the umpires.
No.
The first 2 you could either way.
The 0-2. Ground ball to the shortstop. That's off the glove of Levette. So the Panthers still have some life. An error on the shortstop. Aubrey Dominguez now steps to the plate.
How big are those 3 runs in the 7th?
Oh, Dominguez is responsible for driving in both the runs this afternoon for the Panthers. Let's see if she can come through again. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. That pitch is taken high. Ball 1. The run the Panthers are looking for, though, Jeff, is still in the dugout. Ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Castiglione at second, Valenzuela at first. That pitch is inside, ball 3. .30 pitch taken all the way. Strike call, 3-1. Ball 4. Only the second walk of the ball game. But the Panthers need base runners. They've loaded the bases up now. Elena Gonzalez steps to the plate. Gonzalez is 0 for 3. Grounded out to the shortstop twice and flew out or popped out to the third baseman. So she is 0 for 3. A drawn-in infield, and I really don't know why. Oh, and it gets by as he throws it away to first. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Panthers make it 8-4. 2 runners on. Coach is going to call a timeout. It's not over with yet. A little bit of magic the Panthers need. That's an error.
Stinking 3 runs.
On the first baseman. She misses that ball.
I mean, you're to the point now where you can actually bring the tying run up to the plate.
Well, Jeff, I don't know if you heard me, but I don't understand in that situation why Alamo Heights was playing in.
Well, I mean,
you got a 6-run lead. You play deep and you get the out. I don't know why you're paying to cut the run off. That run at third means absolutely 0.
Right. But, I mean, she did field the ball, and she threw it to the first baseman. First baseman just kind of mishandled it, and it went to the screen. So, I mean, even with that.
I know, but still, the situation, So Mackenzie Viejo now steps to the plate. Mackenzie walked, grounded out, and singled. So she is 1 for 2.
Well, and no matter what, you're going to get Nash up to the plate in this inning.
Check swing, foul. 0-1.
Getting to where and that too, you should be taking still. You should still be taking. There's a base open. You want to try to get runners on.
Strike called, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. The 0-2 pitch. Just off the plate, 1-2.
And that was that little change up right there again. Change curve, whatever. Change curve. Heck, I don't know what to call it.
The 1-2, swing and a miss for out number 1.
That's the pitch that she's really hurt our girls with.
Kaylee Upton now steps to the plate for the Panthers. Kaylee is 0 for 3, a strikeout, and has flown out to the left fielder twice. First pitch is high, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes.
I'm having trouble seeing my screen now. It's getting sunny out here.
The 1-0 pitch. Strike called, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Dominguez is the runner at third. Gonzalez at second. Panthers still need 4 as they trail 8-4. 1-1 pitch is high and outside, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. Strike called, 2-2.
She needs to be up on the plate a little tighter, too.
2-2 pitch. Check swing, foul back into the screen. Count stays at 2-2. Good defensive swing there just to keep this at bat going. Don't want to put the faith into the umpire. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on. Panthers bat here in the bottom of the 7th, trailing 8-4.
Yeah, they're going to go outside because she's still a foot off the plate. That was a mistake.
That ball is lifted.
Get out of here, ball.
Infield, and it's going to be off the fence.
Barely.
Off the backstop. Count stays 0-2. Good effort there by Butler, but just ran out of real estate. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss, but it gets by the catcher. Panthers get another break. As that would have been out number 2. But it's going to go down as an error on the catcher. It is now 8-5 with just 1 out. And the tying run, Jeff, is at the plate.
Yeah. It's kind of, if you play the whole game, you play it 10 times. These are moments that you want. You want your home run hitter at the plate in a situation like this.
Panthers with 3 runs across here already.
And they've thrown her a lot of off-speed pitches.
Swing and a miss.
That was not an off-speed
Fielder's
pitch.
indifference as the runner goes to second base in Upton. 3 big errors in this inning so far already, Jeff, against the Alamo Heights Mules. Tying run at the plate with 1 out. Ball 1, 1-1.
If you're Nash, you just want to extend the game still. I mean,
absolutely.
Anything you can hit hard. You're still, things don't change for you right here. You got a 1-1 count. You're still looking for something out over the plate that you can drive hard somewhere.
Strike called, 1-2.
Here, now, she's made an adjustment. Embry's made an adjustment. That's a couple of fastballs now that she's thrown Nash. In her previous 3 at-bats today, she's been throwing her a lot of off-speed stuff.
Nash waits the 1-2 pitch. Ball 2, 2-2. Tying run at the plate. Panthers started this inning down 8-2, have made it 8-3. 3 big errors in this inning so far by the Alamo Heights Mules. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball is short. It's by the shortstop. 2 more runs will score.
Well, in this situation now, you got to put a pinch runner in for Nash. I would think it's going to be Alicia Gonzalez in this situation. Got to be your fastest one on the bench. You got
Montez
left.
steps to the plate. Alyssa is 2 for 3 in the ball game.
And that's who it's going to be. It looks like Alicia. No, that's Haley.
Haley Marshall.
Well, so she's the DP. She was in left field. So Haley Marshall is going to enter the game for Avery Nash. And she will be the tying run.
Tying run, Jeff, is at first base.
Here's the thing. Coming up right now, Maury, you got your big boppers coming up.
Yep, you got
Alyssa
Montez and
Montez. You got
Chichester.
Chichester coming up.
Montez coming off of 2 back-to-back singles.
And then you got Castiglione, who's been hitting the ball well. So you put yourself in a good position. But right now, you've got to get that run to second base. And you've got to try to steal here. Don't you think, Coach Pettibon? With 1 out, definitely. We have an attempt at a stolen base. Takes away your double play. That's right. Takes away your double play. Gives you an opportunity for one of your hotter hitters right now to score a run.
First pitch to Montez. Ground ball, but foul.
And we were not in motion. And we are not giving any signals. Got to get her to second base.
No balls in 1 strike to Montez. Tying run is at first.
Montez is a opposite field hitter, so maybe she's counting on Montez to get one to opposite field to get Marshall all the way over to third.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
That would have been the pitch right there.
The 0-2 is a ground ball to the second baseman. Second baseman to first for the putout. Good job by Martinez staying with that one. She got a bad bounce. Ended up hitting her kind of in the chin, but she kept it in front of her for out number 2. But the runner advances to second base.
And now you have an opportunity to extend the game right here.
Ariel Chichester now steps to the plate. And, Jeff, that got her right under the chin.
Yeah, it did.
And she stayed with it, got the out at first. But that had to hurt a little bit.
Well, you got to give her credit for staying there.
Absolutely.
Right on that ball. Yeah, that was an ugly hop.
Oh, it was, and it was hit hard too. Well, she's okay because she finished the play, but that's not saying that it doesn't sting a little bit.
No, I'm sure. But the Panthers now, Maury, are down to their last out.
Chichester at the plate.
Extending the game.
Ariel is 0 for 3.
Base hit right here gives you a great opportunity to extend the game. Middle to away, Dooney. Middle to away. Drive the ball.
So, Panthers down to their last out. Trail by a run. The tying run is at second. Chichester lifts one into left field and right field. That's over. Panthers are going to tie the ball game up. 8-8. Chichester with a 2-out ball off the wall drives in the 6th run of the inning, and the Panthers have tied this ball game up. Morgan Castiglione steps to the plate. Morgan got this rally going with a single to start off the 7th. First pitch is high, ball 1.
And here again in this situation, you've got a deep bench. I would take somebody off that bench. Well, Chichester does not run bad, so you could leave her in the game.
1-0 pitch is outside, 2-0.
But I'll tell you what, you get Chichester to second base right now, gives an opportunity for the next batter to get that winning run home.
The 2-0 pitch. There it is. Base hit up the middle. Another 2-out hit for the Panthers. Amethyst Valenzuela steps to the plate. Amethyst reached on an error and scored in the inning.
And here you go, senior in the circle versus a freshman.
Ball is fouled back, 0-1.
What a game. What a game. Couple of good games the last 2 games, Games 2 and 3.
The 0-1 pitch. Ball is fouled back, 0-2.
Well, she's definitely being aggressive. She's going after those pitches. But the winning run is at second base for the Panthers. Ariel Chichester.
The 0-2. Outside, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. High, 2-2. Deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on.
Not looking ahead. You still got 2 more balls if she can reach base, but you got AD on deck.
2-2 pitch.
There it is.
That's a base hit.
That's going to win the ball game.
Runner's going to be waved home. Throw to the plate is not in time. Amethyst Valenzuela.
The freshman.
The RBI single.
Amazing.
And the Panthers have come back and shocked the Alamo Heights Mules, Jeff. 7 runs in the bottom of the 7th and have taken this series 9-8.
Unbelievable.
Panthers move on to round 2 and will face Leander. We'll be back when Panther softball continues in just a moment.
With Broadway Bank, your everyday banking is fast, easy, and digital. And now you can bank local and earn $300 when you open a new free checking account online with qualifying activities. Enjoy the convenience of a Texas-based bank with lots of local financial centers and an award-winning online and mobile banking experience that lets you bank when you want. Learn more about this limited-time offer at broadway.bank/300. Minimum opening deposit is $25. Offer subject to change without notice. Terms and conditions apply. Member FDIC.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks. Plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash. And $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball. Sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. And Jeff, what a game here today as the Panthers trailed 8-2 going into that last inning.
Well,
scored 7 runs, courtesy of 3 errors made by the Alamo Heights Mules. But when you put the ball in play,
and we've talked about that all day. But more impressively, that's 2 games in a row that the Panthers have shown resilience. They've shown heart, and they've not quit. And you got to give a lot of credit to these young ladies. Pretty good stuff, man.
It was good stuff.
Pretty good stuff.
And we live to see another series against Leander. Is that what you said?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's a series or a one game. They haven't decided. I know the Leander coaches are here, so I bet they're going to want to do something, try to figure out something today. Wow is all I can say. Wow, it's weird. I mean, we've questioned a lot of things that these coaches have done, and that's what we're here for, because we're the play-by-play and the commenters here. But it seems like things have just been working out, and they've been working out for everybody. And tip your hat again to the Panthers as they live to play another day. You got to feel for the Embry though. Embry over at Alamo Heights in the circle. She pitched well enough in 3 games to possibly win all 3 games.
Well, her defense let her down in the last inning.
Well,
I mean, 3
what
big
about
errors.
Last night? What about last night?
Yep, same thing.
The errors, and they had a couple of errors in the outfield that had them score a couple of runs. So just a great job all the way around.
And the Panthers pull this one out, losing game 1, but they're coming back and winning game 2 and game 3.
Yeah.
And we got to give a player of the game, Jeff. And I really don't know.
I mean, it's got to be. You almost got to say it's Amethyst Valenzuela. I mean, she had the game-winning hit. She was.
But it took a lot of it.
But then you have Ariel Chichester, who got the game-tying hit, and she wasn't far off from missing a home run.
No.
So you had several. You had Lacey Salazar, who pitched a great game until the Grand Slam. So there's so many, and I just for me right now, we gave co-players of the game last night. You got to do it again. You got to go with Ariel Chichester and Amethyst Valenzuela.
Okay.
I mean, because you got your game-tying hit and you got your game-winning hit from those 2 young ladies, and it was both of them's first hit of the game. Yep. So in pressure situations, they both came through.
So with that said,
we'll have more on social media. We'll put it out there as soon as we know what next week's going to entail. We know we have the baseball playoffs. Baseball will be on Medina Valley. Well, we hope we're going to be applying for the baseball broadcast. Not sure who their opponent is. Haven't talked to Coach Herb, but we will have baseball. We'll have audio or video. Either way, we'll do one or the other. And I got a feeling we probably won't get video for the next softball series because Leander comes from the Austin market, and there's probably going to be a UIL group that's going to want to broadcast that game. But even if that, we'll do radio. We'll do a radio broadcast. So tune in to our social medias, and we'll get something to you, everybody.
And with that said, Panthers come away with a 9-8 victory here, 7 runs in the bottom of the 7th to pull out this series win.